I'm nothing special, in fact, I'm a bit of a fake. If I make a point, it might well be a mistake. I don't have a talent, I'm nobody's king, and everyone cringes when I start to sing. I'm pretentious and loud, and to up myself, to follow the crowd. So I say thanks to my subscribers, you crazy people. Thanks for not being regular sheeple. You could live without me, but why would you? Hi folks, hope you're having a fanciful Friday. I'm Alpine, and I'm an imagician and a conductor of imagination workshops. And if you want to know what the yellow brick road that is, feel free to check out my website on www.imagician.org. For all those who despair at the state of the world, treacherous, treasonous sociopaths in power, fake news, daily stabbings, psychological warfare, demoralization tactics, rampant paedophilia, divide and conquer, escalating censorship, endless propaganda, voracious corporate greed, out of control technology, a total perversion of nature, healthcare provision and nutrition, beloved TV and film franchises mutilated beyond all recognition, shit music, the list goes on. I know how you feel. It seems so natural to sink into despair when you consider the scale of the challenges we collectively face. For what it's worth, this is how I'm able to deal with it. I have plenty of low days like anyone. However, I am on the whole able to maintain a healthy degree of optimism and good cheer because I know that we are indeed consciousness having a physical experience. Now, I don't say this out of any vapid adherence to some trite and trendy mixed spirituality. It's something that is readily corroborated by some of the greatest scientific minds mankind has ever produced. For example, Max Planck himself, Nobel Physics Prize winner and father of quantum physics, said, "I regard consciousness as fundamental. I regard matter as derivative of consciousness. We cannot get behind consciousness. Everything that we talk about, everything that we regard as existing postulates consciousness." And the source of that quote is The Observer, 25th of January, 1931. The implications of consciousness being the foundation of reality are far greater and more profound than most appear to be able to appreciate. It means that even though we can't deny or shirk from the reality of the deep waters that we find ourselves in, we are the captains of our own physical vessel. The experiential tomorrows awaiting each and every one of us are like a vast ocean in front of us. They await merely the orientation of our senses. The waters we sail into tomorrow, to continue the metaphor, are entirely dependent on our sense of the possible today. Now, for example, if I am seriously only able to conceive the possibility of there being one physical Earth, which is heading unidimensionally into the future at a vector set by the collective conscious frequencies of all 8 odd billion of us, then I can only move forward within the parameters of that very vector, which my imaginative parameters allow. In other words, my steering wheel is jammed. I'm unable to navigate the full range of potential destinations on the infinite map of pure potentiality. If I can't get past the notion that we're all screwed, it means that when I set a course for that very experience, I might as well be shouting, "Engage warp drive, Captain, dystopian Orwellian nightmare hellscape, ahoy!" Furthermore, the buffeting winds created by the feelings and actions of billions of other bamboozled and spellbound human beings are apt to blast my vessel wherever those feelings and actions are bound to lead. In the vast majority of cases, this is nowhere good. If, however, I have learned a degree of mastery over the rudder of my thoughts and the sails of my emotions, I can harness those elemental buffeting forces, regardless of their source, over which I have little to no control, to navigate myself into a favorable tomorrow on the infinite ocean of pure potentiality. Other captains of other ships will end up perceiving and experiencing the waters of other tomorrows, other Earths, according to their own skill and mastery over their respective rudders and sails. What this means in practical terms is a bad sailor blames the weather for where his vessel ends up. The better we learn to steer our thoughts and handle our emotions, the more of a chance we give ourselves individually to navigate our way towards a better tomorrow, a better Earth. One implication of infinity is that every life is its own timeline. As long as we focus on our own gain, keep showing and living by example in the truth that we are more powerful by far than we have ever been led to believe by any mundane, state-accredited or religious mentor, with a very few honourable exceptions, of course, our fate will never be the fate of those who despair. Try it and see. As John Lennon once said, everything will be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end. To put it another way, it isn't the end until you, yes, you, give up. If you haven't given up, it isn't the end. There's a whole infinity out there for you to render as the captain of your imagination ship. Don't forget to feel ever so charmingly harassed to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next Mutual Now.